highlighted from the barista's recipes. The beverages that I will serve you today is an example of my last 2 trips in Panama and the inspiration through the experiences I had with the terroir and the people who configure it. The coffee for all your courses today will be a geisha variety that comes from Finca Lerida, which is located in Borguete region in Panama. It is a specific lot number 10 at 1900 meters above the sea level. This batch has been harvested on the 9th of the past November at 22 bricks sugar content, and it has been processed by Mr. Moises, the manager of the farm, as an anaerobic black honey. When I cupped this coffee, I immediately had pictures from the aromas and feelings while I was walking through these lodge paths. For a better understanding of the process, it begins with the transportation of the cherries to the mill's mechanical siphon in order to select the heaviest cherries and separate any leaves or dirt that comes through picking. Then it has been left to soak in cold water until the next morning. This way, the natural yeast that comes with the coffee cherry can flow freely and even help with uneven fermentation. The next morning, it was drained and put in grain pro bags, tightly closed, and let to ferment for 48 hours, with every 24 hours agitation in a controlled temperature room of 18 degrees Celsius and a pH no higher than 4.5. This level of control results in vibrant fruit flavors of tangerine and red grapes. After, it has been depulped with no water, keeping the whole bean fully covered by the mucilages and sugars. And then a 36 days drying period starts. In a controlled temperature room, this time at 20 degrees Celsius, until it reaches 10% of humidity. This slow way of drying helps to develop more uniform flavors of pineapple and a sweet, lingering, smooth texture. Moving a little bit to the espresso preparation, as you may see, I am using a distributor tool as a tumbler as well. The detumb from Costas is designed to distribute the coffee evenly from top to the bottom, creating a compact coffee pack that helps to extract more sweet and delicate characteristics. The espresso recipe that I have chosen for all the courses today, it's 22.5 grams in to 25 mils out, or 39 grams in 21 seconds. Together with 96 degrees Celsius, I assure higher extraction with lower yield that makes this coffee more balanced and at the same time keeps the high quality of sweetness. As soon as I serve you the espressos, please check the cremas and do not drink until I tell you. Enjoying this espresso in 2 sips, the cup profile is as follows. In the first sip, please focus on the incredible taste balance. Medium-high sweetness correlates with medium-high citric acidity and a medium level of bitterness. You will get flavors of red grapes, pineapple, and tangerine. In the second sip, you will get flavors of plums, caramel, mandarin, and a baker's chocolate aftertaste. This coffee has a syrupy mouthfeel with medium weight body. It has a juicy sensation and a long-lasting finish. A beautiful, lingering feeling that stays long in the mouth, creating a unique experience to remember. The small cards in front of you are for you to visit them in case you miss anything during the preparation. Now the coffees are in the perfect moment to enjoy them like I do. Please stir the espressos 5 times clockwise to homogenize it well and enjoy it. The small shots in front of you for you spoons, and I will come back with your big beverages. For the milk course, the espresso recipe that I'm using, together with 120 grams of steamed milk at 55 degrees Celsius, results in a warm beverage of 45 degrees. I have chosen a full-fat bio milk from free-range cows that lives in an altitude 500 meters above the sea level. This gives less dense flavors and higher complexity than the milk that I get from cows living in lower altitudes. Moving to the cup profile now, in the first sip, you will get rich sweetness with creamy mouthfeel and flavors of cacao nib with hints of banana, and butterscotch caramel. In the second sip, here you are, you will get a velvety texture with notes of salted caramel. To get the intensity of the milk that I want, I have used a rotary evaporator, which puts the separable substance under vacuum and heats evenly through a spinning motion, causing water to evaporate and leaves all the nutrients behind. This way, I have consistently concentrated the milk in 50%, creating a yogurt mouthfeel and bringing out the highest sweetness possible out of this milk. Moving to the roast profile, Panos, the head roaster of Wisecup, roasted this coffee in an IRM air roasting machine at 6.5 minutes total time, with a drop temperature of 197 degrees and a development time of 19%. Here you are. This is where we find the balance between the sweetness and the mouthfeel that we wanted, but still keeping the character of the fruit. Now, enjoy the milk beverages. I don't bother you anymore, and I will come back with your signature. For the signature, I wanted to create a beverage that includes ingredients that come from the coffee tree itself. The first ingredient, it comes from coffee cherry blossoms from the lot 10. I have collected coffee cherry blossoms and I have infused them in water with a ratio 2:1. Then, I have concentrated them in 35% using the rotary evaporator like milk. The biosugars and aromas kept intact. And I have made a syrup with white sugar and a ratio 2:1. This syrup gives to the beverage the citric complex character that I want. And 35 grams of this, in combination with my coffee, it will generate a flavor of yuzu. Yuzu is an Asian species of mandarin. The second ingredient, it comes from the cascara from the lot 10. The dry cascara from the lot 10 is incredibly sweet and citric. I have made a cold brew with a ratio 1:1 for 18 hours in a room temperature. Then I took 2 liters of this and I added a little white sugar in order to reach 18 degrees. Then I added 1 piece of SCOBY. SCOBY is the symbiotic bacteria and yeast, colony bacteria and yeast. I let it work for 7 days for 22 degrees Celsius, and it created an acidity and a complexity to my coffee. So I will add 50 grams of this. That in combination with my coffee, it will give the tropical character that I want and the flavors of peach and light. 2 double shots of espresso. And finally, I will double spray with a distilled hydro solution that I have made out of coffee cherry blossoms from the lot 10 and coffee tree leaves as well. When it will get combined with my coffee, it will give you the lemongrass aftertaste. Now I will swirl and I will mix the ingredients together with this porcelain tea server because it maintains the temperature and helps to dilute the ice cubes at 5% and opens up all the characteristics. At this point, I would like to tell you that your signature beverage is cold, and you will get a sweet, sour taste experience with lingering mouthfeel and 2 different types of flavors. The original flavors from my coffee, like plums, golden raisins, and dark chocolate. And of course the generated flavors, peach, lychee, yuzu, and lemongrass aftertaste. Enjoy the signature beverage in 2 sips, and I hope you will picture the farmer like I did. Well, it was a pleasure. Time.